y'all. We were working off the ranch for a while, but we're back, and with the forecast for the next 14 days or so, Scott decided that it was time to just go ahead and take what we had. So he started cutting. I'm driving out here to meet up with him.
Here we are. The first cut of the last cut. And happy.
You ain't first, you're last.
And I'm always last. Trying to get this laid down between small chances of rain, and that's kind of what you expect this time of year. We're supposed to have, for the next 4 days, sun, pretty warm, like mid to high 80 temperatures and low humidity. So I think I'm gonna be able to ride this stuff just fine. It's pretty good grass. I'm gonna take a run at square bell in this stuff. I think it's definitely gonna be good enough to square bell. The rest, yeah. I do need to make some more round bells, but I'd like to make another couple thousand squares. And all the little dogs running. And get that in the barn. I'd like to square it all, actually, but I've got enough now. I don't know that I'm gonna need that many more square bills. And I've got somebody that wants some round bills from me, so I think after this field, and maybe that half of that field of the next field I cut, I'll probably roll the rest. And I don't know, we'll see. I may have to spray this, I hope not. But I have it if I do. I don't know if anybody out there, you can comment or post a comment. Anybody out there on their fourth cutting? Trying to squeeze one out of at the end. It's always a gamble, but
it's laying down more than I thought it was going to.
yeah, and it's better than I thought it was going to be, because it did take some stress. I mean, we hadn't gotten any. This was grown with no rain, zero rain. It hasn't rained here in, well, since that last video. I mean, it's been like August 20th.
August, yeah.
Like August 20th, maybe. It rained, and that was the last time. And so, I mean, all this was grown with my
the center pivots and the water reels.
Yeah, the water reels. Well, this was grown with the water reel only. And I wasn't able to punch the ground this time, so that kind of hurt the yield also. In this dirt I have, you got to punch the ground every time, or you just you lose yield. I mean, you can see it. I mean, I don't know how much yield, but you also lose a little bit of quality, because the grass, when the ground is compact like that, it's not getting the oxygen, the air that it needs. It puts it into just a little bit of stress, and it just overall, when I punch the ground, it just makes better grass, makes more grass and better grass. I don't know, what do you think?
About whether it's better when you punch it?
Yeah.
No, I agree. It just takes in the water better.
Yeah, I mean, if people have sand, I would say you probably never have to punch it, probably, or maybe once a year. I mean, literally, I have to punch every cutting. That's another reason I don't try to do any more acres than I do now. Oops, sorry. Than I do now. It's just because to keep it sprayed, to keep it punched, to keep it watered, to keep it fertilized, keep it cut, keep it baled. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's to do just the 155 that I do, and really I only do 100. I mean, the other 55, I think I cut twice this year, maybe. And I didn't even take much off that, because we just didn't get any rain. So I rolled it. So really didn't you get any squares off that. So off 100 acres is basically how I make my living. And honestly, this field right here, this is 23 acres. This is the fourth time I cut it. And I'm guessing I'm gonna make around 6,000 bales off this 23 acres for the year. You know, you figure, I don't know what hay goes for in your area, if it goes for $6 a bale or what it goes for. Sorry. Might cut that out.
Absolutely not.
you know, that's $36,000 off 23 acres. If it's going for $6, I mean, it goes for more than that here. That's not all profit, of course. I mean, fertilizer-wise, it takes about. It took about. I'm trying to think now how much fertilizer that took. Around. I'm thinking around $6,000 in fertilizer for the year on this 23 acres. something like that. So anyway, you know, if you're getting $7 a bale, 42,000, $8 a bale, 56,000, 48,000.
No, you're right.
Wait, how many? 6 times 8? 48.
Yes.
Yeah, 48,000 with $6,000 in fertilizer and a couple $1,000 in fuel, I would say, is what it took. So about $8,000. So about 40,000 clear of what it, you know, and then you got other expense, you know, your equipment expenses and stuff like that.
And killing army worms.
Yeah.
And
But I mean, that's all.
any
Well,
of your herbicides.
yeah, so figure 10 grand. So figure you're walking away with 38 at that point. So, no. It's probably gonna be a little more than that, actually. So anyway, that's off 20 acres. So you figure, you know, every 20 you can multiply that times. And I don't have, you know, any labor cost. So, other than me and hers. So that's, you know, I've got some twine cost in that, which is pretty minimal. That's so you figure 4 balls per 1,000. So, what, 24 balls, and it's about, so 12, that's another $500 in twine, something like that. So I don't know, you know. So that's why I want to move down to like 80 acres, because I think I can even do better with 80 acres than I can with 100 acres in the right conditions.
Meaning.
Oh, darn it. At least it only got, where's the end? Well,
Not an accident.
yeah, you know, like I said, if you're not making mistakes, you ain't working.
So much for that hose.
Hey, I found the end. At least it didn't cut off much. It won't really be shorter. And actually, no, that ain't no good.
Your end's no good?
Actually, I think it might be. It chopped it up right there, but I think I can just grind that down and yeah. I think I'll be able to reuse that.
So, what do you think about the grass you're laying down?
Oh. I mean, it looks good. It's got a lot of leaf. That's what you're wanting. Lots of leaf. Well, thank goodness I'm done for the year watering. I hope this is the last one. I pulled 3 up there. This is 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I had no clue this was here. I'll just have to come back and get it later. Like I said, at least it just chopped the end off. Another day at the ranch. No mud, no mud. Gotta check these blades every now and then, because I'll run over crawdad mounds and it'll gum up in between the blades and start leaving streaks in the field. So, but there wasn't any under there. It's looking good. It's cutting good. Yeah. So, besides the hose issue, you know, we'll do what we do. I guess that's it for this video, and we'll hopefully we'll get back to some regular postings since we are back to doing some hay grass. So thanks for watching.